Alright, welcome on in. Sorry, I had to adjust something real quick. So, doing a bit of a sneaky stream this Sunday morning. Get my replay up and make sure everything's working. The audio does work. I love it when that happens. Alright. Let me just power up World of Tanks. So last week, right at the end of... what was the event? They were doing that, the Summer Festival. At the end of the Summer Festival, the XM57 went on sale, which is a premium tank destroyer. And I have been wanting one for a while, so of course the moment it pops up I grabbed that thing. Let me just open up a window real quick. I didn't do that before stream. I should have. Get a little bit of air moving through here. Pop up the main live. Hope everything doesn't break. I've had a couple issues lately where World of Tanks kinda sorta crashes. Hopefully we don't have those issues today. I don't think I've made any progress on T55A missions off stream. I've tried, but they haven't really moved much. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to get the XM57 is because it is one of the few tank destroyers that can do about half its HP in damage in a single shot. And I have a mission to do 4 times my tank's HP in damage. For the XM57, that means 5,200 damage, which for me would probably be a new record. But with the XM57, it's kind of doable. Adjust my DPI a little bit. Now, I was doing stuff in the AE Phase 1 because I've also got a mission to do... what is it? 3,000 damage? Campaigns. My heavy tank mission... yeah, 3,000 damage with no injured crew or damaged modules. Not easy. And then this one, 4 times more damage than the hit points of your vehicle. Ironically, that one might be easy. While remaining unspotted. Well, that's going to be a mission for the E100. That might also be a mission for the E100. Man, shit ain't easy. Oh, wait, there it is. Here's my 57. I've wanted to put a gun rammer on, but I don't have enough points or enough cash to give this tank a gun rammer and put a modified configuration on the AE Phase 1. So I'm just kind of gambling with it for now. Trying to see if I can get one thing finished. Or if I can make a shitload of money and end up getting enough for both of them, but... perpetual problem in World of Tanks. Not enough money. And so we're waiting for a match. Waiting for a match. You know, I do kind of wish there was something you could do while it's ticking down for random battles. Because, I mean, just sitting here is, you know, we got time to kill. Although, while we're waiting, there is an event going on in Elite Dangerous currently where Colonia is trying to get a supermarket. Possibly even get a colonization permit. I am nowhere near Colonia, but working my way there. Still in the black, still stuck between areas, trying to catch up on all the systems I left behind on my first trip. You know, standard problem of trying to do a long-term objective when there's time-limited events. I think we got a winner. So, getting the mission done for 5,200 damage. It's doable, especially if my team is on the losing end. The problem is you have to be on the losing end. If my team starts winning, it just ends up being like a roller coaster of moving forward and punching people in the face, and I'm going to end up being stuck in the back because I'm trying to survive long enough to get the thing done in the first place. That was a lag spike. I genuinely do not know where I want to go. Because a lot of this is just going to be a cluster. I heard a tank. Is there a tank like right there, or is that just wind? What did that splash? You got the ELC running across the field. I think I'm gonna try to get to the, like the corner of that. The ST2's not going up. Pals are getting shot the fuck up. Keep an eye on the mouse. Really? Ah, but it's gold ammo. There's enough of a valley here that I can get into cover. Come on, mouse, a little bit more forward. Bitch. Come on, someone slow him down. That is way too narrow. Okay, the tracks ate it. Okay, I'll take it. Nope. Not today, Satan. Kidding me? I mean, he is using gold ammo, so it's not surprising at all that he's able to punch through. Hey, SC2, you want to try your luck? I need to save my gold ammo. The ST2 is getting pushed back. I don't think I'm going to get the mission this time. Not unless I get like a detonation or something really close. Running out of targets anyways. I'm gonna check something real quick, make sure everything's okay. Yep, that's all fine. I think this is going to end up being a defeat. I think we've lost too many tanks. They might be able to pull it back. I'm gonna pull the, do I want to pull the AE, or do I want to try taking out, like, the Panzerwagen? Because, I mean, the XM57 isn't the only tank I think I could do the mission with. It's just one of the ones that has a much better chance than some others. Not when you're fighting tier 10 tanks, and not when they're shooting gold ammo at you, but... The Waffle Tractor, sorry, not the Panzerwagen, the Waffle Tractor. Because, yeah, the tank only has 1,100 hit points. So 4 times that is 46 as opposed to 52. And it does about as much damage. Only real thing is that this tank is kind of limited. Narrow field of fire. And it's got no armor, so if anyone shoots at you, you're just... Doesn't matter if it's gold or regular ammo, you're going to take the damage. This tank has to be in the back line. Once I get the missions done for the T-55A, I might switch to one of the different campaigns. Like, not move directly on to the 4th one in the sequence, but move to one of the other sections or something. Because if I go back and do the first 2 tank campaigns again, I can get more... What is it? The service ribbons? The service stamps? Whatever they are. And I can use those to get past a few high difficulty missions for the fourth one. I could also try to go for like the Black Rock, because the Black Rock's pretty solid heavy tank. I just, you know, need to actually focus on getting it and try to grind through everything to get there, but it's not impossible. Of course, by the time we get a mission in this tank, our XM57 is going to be out of battle. Come on. Come on, make me... Ooh, you know what I can... I want to switch that around a little bit. Because I just had the idea, if we get into a match where we're top tier, if it's a tier 6 to 8 match, and we're top tier, my HE can probably punch through a good number of mediums, and definitely the lights, but probably a good number of mediums too. And a full penetration on the HE rounds with this does like 1,000 damage, give or take. Closer to 900, but close enough. So if I get lucky, and yeah, the 57 got out of match, but we're going to stick to this one because we've been trying to get into a match with this. We'll use the 57 again afterwards. But we're waiting for... Oh wait, no, here we go. The clock stopped. We got a match. Okay, this could work out. If I spawn near the far ridge, not the ridge where the heavies do battle, the other one. No, I want to be over there. But I can go this way. This is fine. And what is it? It's an all 8s. He's already getting shot at. Can't see shit. And I'm just kind of hoping that he doesn't come up the hill. See, the AMX went to a spot where he's now controlling that corner, and no one's trying to challenge him. And there's a house, I think, over there in the way. Be a house in the way over there somewhere. We are 2 and 2. I don't think I can get to where the AMX died without getting shot to shit. I would have had an angle if I'd seen him sooner. Yeah, he's hugging right on the corner. I can't get a shot at him. I'm gonna go risky. Because we are not getting the shots that we need. In theory, we're playing the position we need. We just... there's nothing to shoot at. There's your 252. I got a theory that he's going to try to come across here. They've got an SU-130 in the bushes. Of course they do. And a Nomad. Oh, God.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
How did the object get a shot? I didn't think he was at the right angle for that. God damn it. Okay, back to the 57. Now, you might think the Jagdpanzer E100 would be a good choice. And you might not be wrong. It would only have to get like 7 penetrations in order to actually like fulfill its condition. I would need 8,800 damage, which in theory doable. It would take 9 shots. But that they have to all be like max damage. And that's the problem that comes with a lot of these. You need to land 8 to 10 shots. Probably try to take out the British tank destroyers after this one. Try to get some XP on those because I do want the tier 10 shit barn. The FV 4002 or whatever the hell it is. Because the premium rounds on that thing do more damage than the tank has hit points. Or about as much damage as the tank has hit points. That thing, much as it is a pile, it can punch. So we'll get this done, and then we'll check out the British tech tree. Because there's 2 British lines that I want to go down. I want to go down the British heavy tank line, the double barrel line. I want to do the tank destroyer line that ends in the shit barn. And then I also want to do the American tech tree line that has the Ares tanks. Because the Ares series of tanks are just nasty. And I don't particularly like medium tanks. Okay, this is a tier 7 to 8 match. We could do a ton of damage here. Is there artillery? There is not artillery. Okay, so I am going to go down by the river. Because this tank destroyer has the armor to be up front. And if I go to the pass down by G7, I'll just end up getting stuck in heavy tank limbo. I'm going to load a high explosive shell. Load high explosive, have an armor penetrating chambered. And we'll see where this goes. Oh, they have an XM57. And there's a meow. Just need to get this done. Nope, that didn't work. T-71 over there is pecking at me. Come on, Cheeto. I probably shouldn't have taken that shot, but I'm getting pecked alive. Are you kidding me? Yep, come on, keep aiming at me. Yep. Motherfucker. Wonder where that shot landed that it went through. Fucking deleted. But yeah, we weren't going to get the mission on this one either, because the enemy team's already dead. And that is the trouble. Either you get a team that wins, in which case you're doing so well that you just roll the enemy, or you lose, in which case you get a team that's so bad the enemy rolls you. I think the Panzer IV-H is one of the reward tanks. Tech tree. The British tanks. Yeah, the 4005, not 4002. So the Achilles, we need enough XP to get that. That's got a 48, that's got a 48, that's got only a 9. It's got a 14. I need more things. So if I want this tank, call it 7, 14, 28, I would need 20 full damage penetrations. Alright, let's take this out for a spin and see what happens. Crank up the fan a little bit. I turned it down because I didn't want it whispering on the mic. You can hear it at some of my VODs. I'm hoping that turning it down had reduced that. But it's also getting really warm in here, so I'm just going to like turn that up a little bit. So if you hear my fan, I greatly apologize. But that's just kinda have to deal with it until summer passes. Possibly a little bit longer because Subnautica 2 definitely cooks something in there. So while we're waiting, this week I do kind of plan on getting into a couple of games that I've been putting off. I poked around in Minecraft a little bit, trying to find a new world to start into because I have a type that I like to build on in Minecraft. I like mountain biomes, or like the extreme type biomes. So I poked around a little bit until I found a mountain biome, and it actually has 2 villages near it, at least, so that's going to be pretty interesting. But we can start playing on that on Thursday, give or take. And then Tuesday we should be doing Skull and Bones in the morning. I might end up doing more stuff on stream into the night. Because Tuesday is my day off. I have Tuesday and Saturday off this week. So Wednesday morning, it's not impossible that I'll do like a Witcher 3 stream, but Tuesday should be Skull and Bones. Because I definitely want to do some stuff in that. But if Skull and Bones gets kind of boring, which it kind of does because you end up just smashing the same bosses like 100 times. If Skull and Bones gets boring, we'll do some Helldivers too, because Helldivers is getting a 40k war bond. So we need to get back into the swing of things with, you know, just being a citizen of the Imperium. Oh great, look at this. Fuck. Why does it even try to get me to do a thing? I mean, it only takes like 4 or 5 shots to completely delete an enemy tank. So I would need to completely delete 4 enemy tanks, at least. Oh, fully delete at least 3, because the heavies are slightly different, but at least 3 as opposed to at least 4 is still not freaking good. And our T-52 has spotted nothing, I don't think. But I think it has been spotted because someone's shooting over in this direction. It wouldn't surprise me if their shots are going 7 different kinds of wild. He moved. He's not there anymore. Hit. Hit. Miss. Miss. Miss.
We didn't even scratch them.
Oh, he died. We got detected. Hellcat's getting chewed up. Where are you?
Our tracks are damaged. Penetration. The gunner is dead. We're trying to cover for him. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't even scratch
Fucking
them.
kidding me.
This vehicle has had it.
But hey, we did more than our HP and damage. Because we definitely got a few blind shots on the T-150. So, not terrible. In theory, most of the missions for the reward tanks are doable in almost any tank. It's just a matter of getting the right circumstances to line up. Problem is, sometimes getting those circumstances to line up is near impossible. So I could keep going down that line. But I also... I'm just going to use 1200 so that I can get the turret, followed by the improved gun. And then I just need 1800. Sneezes. I'm fine. We're fine. This is fine. Just kind of load up like that. And this is a tier 5 tank, so it's not even eligible for the reward mission. The mission we're doing has to be tier 6 or higher. So one of the other tanks that I can use for getting 4 times my tank destroyer's HP is the Basotto, because the Basotto has a good punch. But as you saw from our last thing, it's a matter of holy bots.
Time to roll out.
So what is it? 3 people on our team and 3 people on the enemy team. And that's it. They're too far to see. Okay, so that's just an AI. Okay, we got one other player with us. Okay, so the Achilles won. That's good. Churchill 1 versus Churchill 3. We took 3 penetrating hits. He took a lot more. I'm going to use this ridge as cover from anything firing further up the hill. But I think all the enemies have like gone. Yep, detected. Let the Excelsior do the spotting. He's a bot. He doesn't give a shit. Well, he died. He's going behind the dragon teeth. We gotta get to them before they get our last guys. What got our Matilda? almost 2,000 damage. Please tell me. That AEC is an actual player. What about the T1? Also a player. Come on, tag him. Tag him, come on. He must have been in the low ground. And there's the T1. $2,000 damage in a tier 5 tank. Go fucking figure. Details on this one. Apply that bonus. Where's the Achilles? Is the Achilles not one of my... Oh, there it is. Research. Okay, so we got 4,800. Which means we can get the better turret. See, that's why I don't like the losses in World of Tanks. You get nothing for a loss. SU does 1,100 with a 520. Let's take the waffle tractor again, and then we'll pull the 5.7. Like, you need just the perfect amount of team that are dumb enough, but enemies that are not smart enough. And ever since World of Tanks 2.0, that has become damn near impossible. Because it no longer matches teams based on, like, your win rate or anything. It matches them based on, like, oh, you're in an assault tank destroyer. Here's another assault tank destroyer. It doesn't matter if you're, like, a 30% win rate and the other guy is, like, 75% win rate. All that matters is, oh yeah, assault tank destroyers. Like this. This is gonna suck. This is one of the maps that I've wanted to add to my ban list, but it's like not actually terrible for most of the tanks and most of the missions that I end up trying to do. I don't want to go for the end of the horn in the middle, the spot at like D8, because that's just such an obvious spot. Not see anything. I think this is going to be one of the ones that just ends in a roll. I think what's going to happen is my team is just going to pack up the enemies. Are you fucking kidding me? It went that far off to the left. Just nope. Yep, naturally. Because, of course, he's still aiming at me, even though, like, you've got two guys right there. Always my luck. Why would he be aiming at me? I'm freaking... I'm not the one with a shot into his lower plate. Okay. In theory, we can use this willing to get another 3,000 damage and hopefully not have any damaged internal modules, but I think our best options for that are the AE Phase 1 and the Object 777. Because those are two of my only tanks with repair kits. Specifically, they're the only two heavy tanks that I have that have repair kits. The Sharp Future has a kit, and I think there's one other tank somewhere that might have one. But I don't typically use consumables because consumables cost money, and money is the thing that we keep running out of because we keep trying to get more tanks to get more missions done to get other better tanks. It's a bit of a cycling problem, you see? Waiting for a matchup. Don't know how long we're gonna be here. Oh, and the waffle tractor came back. Naturally, that was a loss. Actually, I'm not sure how that ended up being a loss. We ended up pushing quite hard along the side, so the enemy team down by the overpass must have pushed really hard and come up behind us. Oh, it's a tier 9. And the enemy team has 2 XM57s. I'm gonna go down into the valley. I don't know where their 57s are going to go, but I feel like this is going to be the best use of my armor. Because if you go towards J2, that ends up being also a heavy tank blockade. And then you're just sniping weak points, and other people seem a lot quicker on the draw and have a lot more luck than I do. Are you? Where'd that go? There had to have been another tank right there. Scorpion got a penetration. If we hit the Scorpion, that's a good, like, 900 damage. Fucking kidding me? And the XM57's using armor penetration. Or, not armor penetration, gold ammo. Fuck you. I would not be surprised if multiple tanks up there have like no hit points from what we did to them. If I got penetrating hits on the other two, that would be 12, potentially 2,000 damage. So I need another 3,000. I need to end up with at least 36. Which we are not going to end up doing because our team is currently just rolling face on the enemy team. This is what I mean. This match sucks. And clearly we missed at least that Scorpion. Were there two Scorpions? We survived, though. That's going to be a plus. Yeah, that thump thump you heard was the Ares just, you know, having a field day because it doesn't need to reload. Or aim. And there's a bot in chat that I'm going to have to nuke from orbit. We only did 800 damage. So the Scorpion somehow managed to bounce or ricochet our AP shot, which I call bullshit. And then the T-28 ate one of our HE shots, but that tank actually has armor, so I'm not too surprised that worse than usual, because yeah, freaking matchmaking's terrible. I was gonna do those two, and then what was I gonna do? Oh, can I get you more field mod? So I at least took those two out for a spin. And then, yeah, the T20 into the Ares series. Needs 100,000 XP. I do want the VZ-55 though, because this is another tank where this gun has the potential to slap for 1,000 damage in only a couple seconds if you fully load and then back behind a wall. View in garage. Going to hit the battle button, and then I'm going to alt tab, and I'm going to work on deleting that bot. Get the fuck out of my chat. The bot has been deleted. And this is a tier 5 and 6 match, so that's going to be fun. How many heavies? Only 3. I'm gonna go this way and just kind of hope and pray. I could work on getting like the Swedish medium tanks too, because those, they don't have great armor, but they do have one of the armor schemes where it's like, if you angle it right, you are going to be a nightmare to penetrate. I got the KV brothers, the 1 and the 2. And I'm not spotted? No, I am. Oh, crap. Where are they? Oh yeah, I forgot this is an autoloader. I thought I just had that faster rate of fire for a second. I don't play this tank very often. Hiya, Chappy. Yep, come on, SU. But they're all aiming at me. Which means that they're not aiming at my enemies, or my allies, and we are 8 and 2 currently, so have fun, boys. This is another one that's going to be just a wash. Matchmaking was so much better before 2.0 ever came out. Yep. And that's game. I think I'll try taking the 57 again. Or, yeah, I'll take the 57 and then I'll take the waffle tractor. And then we'll try the AE phase 1. I need 29, which I could get if I want to spend my free XP, but I would rather not. I want to kind of save that up for something further down the line. I'm not sure what, but... There's the XM57. Okay, this is all tier 8s. This could be very good for us. I mean, they do have 2 BZ tanks, so that's definitely not ideal. I don't particularly want to go in the middle, but I think it is also like the best option for us trying to get the mission done. Because that tunnel there is just a meat grinder. And if I can get into a good spot, and if I can just stay lucky, he's going to come right around the corner there. He's got a durability mod. Are you fucking kidding me? Up yours. What penetrated me? It was the T-26.
Penetrate their armor.
BZ using high explosive gold ammo.
Penetrate their armor.
Gonna want gold ammo for if I want to rush the other XM. Come on, KB.
Penetration.
We're not going to get our mission on this. Again, like, we're just rolling the enemy too hard because the matchmaking is just dog shit. And this is a good game, too. We did 2,400 damage and we're only at half health. God, that just sucks. I also wish I could use some of my national blueprints to get standardized blueprints, even if it is like at a 4-to-1 ratio or a 10-to-1. Holy shit, we were number 1 on the team for damage. That doesn't happen often. Oh shit, fuck. Claim reward. Nothing I freaking want. Like, survival improvement is fine, but I don't want one of these tier 1 things that I have to improve. I want freaking equipment. June, July, August. So this is going to last until at the beginning of next month. What can I get for tokens? Because I'm definitely not planning on getting vehicles. I mean, the 50T is not that out of reach. A bounty protection. Hang on. So, standard modified configuration in a survival slot does 150. If we go over to bounty. No, because you see that fucking sucks, and then you have to pay money to improve it. I mean, it's better if you put it in not the slot, but crew protection from injuries. Which of my tanks is like a spall liner? I mean, one of the things that does fuck me up is when my crew gets damaged. If I want to do 3,000 damage, I need like 8 full penetrations. Still 8. But the gun carries like 4 rounds in a mag, and I can just pop them off. So as long as I don't get shot. This one just has a turbocharger. What the hell did I put a spall liner on? Because I know I put a spall liner on something. You? Yeah, you have a spall liner and a modified configuration, and you still get shot to shit. SU2 can fire a double punch for almost 800. Problem is getting the double punch to hit. And it's not a fast tank. And then you got the 60 TP, which would only need 5 penetrating shots. Need to actually get there. Experimental. So that can be 8% engine power, 5 and 3. 10% to engine power. is our specific power? These are the hard decisions. And of course, one of the other things that we've got is the Rinoceronte, which I've already got partially modified for this sort of thing. This would need to hit a minimum of 6 shots, but it does load up to 3. The Basoto for the damage mission. Every 2 hits, so it would need 8 hits. 8 full damage hits. Or I could slap people with DHE. You know what, I'm gonna try something kinda dumb for a moment. Because the SU-100Y is another contender for doing 4 times health and damage. So if you call that 800, you would only need to do 32. .32 ends up being 7 or 8 hits at tier 6. Maybe not. What about the 152? And it's 18, so 36. 6 hits. But these shots are slow as shit. And the reload time. Let's spin the 152 just for shits and giggles. Like, the way Matchmaker is now, with as many just rollovers as we've been having, it's not likely we're going to get the mission, but we can try. If we end up in, like, just the right match, this is very doable. Again, problem is I need a team that's dumb enough and enemies that are just barely not smart enough. And also, I need to get lucky and get shots that actually damage and penetrate the target, which is its own fight. part of the reason why I want the can opener. It's very similar to the ST Twin, except the can opener is a later edition, so its armor scheme is better. Its time to fire double shot is better. Basically, everything is better because it's not the first double barrel tank in the game. And I do wish the Russians would have a second pass, because it does feel like a step down from the IS Twin to the ST Twin. The IS-3 Twin. The Tier 9 twin barrel tank. And we're waiting on the match. Waiting on a match. Another possibility is I could always use the Shrimp Tank 100. Problem is, though, the armor penetration on that tank only does 240 damage. The tank itself has just under 1200 hit points. So I would need to do 4800 damage. 48, 46, somewhere in there. Ends up being like 20 penetrating shots, which it has a good ammo capacity and good reload speed, so it's not impossible. But again, the odds of getting that many good shots in a tank destroyer at tier 8 before you get just shot to hell . Does have the bonus, though, of like, if enough of my team get picked off, it is a mobile tank. I can run around and like snipe out the artillery and stuff. I think I did that for one of the other missions. Score damage while undetected. Can't remember if that was pre 2.0. Okay, so if that didn't work, I'm going to take the AE phase 2. Does this thing have a thing? No. Where's the other one? Not that one. This thing. Does this thing have a... No, it doesn't. 252 doesn't. The Caravets doesn't. Yeah, it's only our 777 and the AE1. $3,000 damage. 8 shots. 11-second reload. Let's give it a shot. This may or may not be the final thing we do for the day, because we are getting on 2 hours, and this is a bonus stream. Not to mention that, like, I also do basically 2-hour streams normally, so... I think we got a match. This isn't going to end well. And there's 2 artillery on each team. Oh no. Okay, we're going to the north corner, unless we spawn on the west side of the map, in which case we're going to the south corner. Yep, we're going over that way. Well, we're on the board at least.
We've fixed the track. Track repaired. Drive on. Track hit. We're immobilized.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Track it up. Let's go.
Got no idea if I damaged the tank destroyer in the bushes. I didn't see anything that looked like an impact with the wall, so we at least made contact with his vehicle. Oh, that's an E90, not an E100. I'm pulling back. Because this is about to become an open door. Fuck you. I mean, at least... Did we take damage that time? I don't think we took damage that time. So there's that. Our team's pushing in.
Enemy armor is damaged. Ready to fire. We didn't even scratch them. Keep flying on our target.
Ah.
Run for it. Everyone get out.
See, that's why I went and got the... What is it, the 60 TP, the 50 TP? The armor on that thing is rough. Problem with that vehicle, though, is takes a little bit to reload. Why don't we? Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. 250 damage. But I mean, the HE shots, if you can land them. A standard gun rammer would do better. At least at first. But we don't have time for that shit. Can I boost you up one? Cost 400. Sure. Cost 2,000. Fuck no. Let's take the ship tank out, see what happens. I don't typically consider this one viable for doing 4 times your HP and damage, but who the fuck knows? We might get a couple of detonations. We just need to get really lucky with like what map we're on. And also, clearly from the last game, just having good average damage isn't a guarantee that you're going to do the right amount of damage every time. Okay, so this is a 6 and 7 match. Not the worst. I'm going to load high explosive and go toward the water.
Let's get this show on the road.
meters per second. Okay, so our high explosive does have good velocity. I thought I'd get someone here. I didn't think the Barask would be the only one. Load armor piercing and see if I can get an angle into the cave. Well, from there we're definitely not. Hello, ARL. If you're the only one the Barask spotted.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Nope.
Penetration.
Oh, fuck off, Ares. Are you kidding me?
Penetration. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Ares is such an overpowered tank. Did 1,000 damage to me so much faster than I could have done it to the ARL. I'll go one more. I'll go one more. Kind of want to take the 50 TP. I could try something like using the OI or the KV2, because those tanks, it is possible to get 3,000 damage at tier 6. But I would rather not try to fight it that hard. 60 TP. Research. Is it 2,800 for field mod? It is 2,800. Alright, come on. Give me a good game where I can just like sit in the back and pop like 5 guys. That's the other reason why I want some of the tier 11 special vehicles, campaign vehicles. The BlackRock at least might be pretty useful in this, but I'm bogged down trying to get the T-55A, so that's its own kind of problem there. There's 2 artillery. Fuck, I'm not going in the water. I wanted to go to the beach for a second there, but then I noticed the artillery, and no, that is not happening.
Let's go.
Excuse me. Step number 1: get on the other side of the ridge. Getting the tier 10 BZ would be pretty good as well, because if nothing else, you can always use your rocket boosters to ram somebody, and that'll do a good chunk of damage. If you guys spot someone up there, I will pop them in the side. I am just not, you know, chasing after. Are you kidding me? there's their BZ. Fuck. It's not good. No way I'm turning my ass to that kind of firepower.
One of our tracks is damaged. That one didn't go through.
Fucking kidding me? And where'd that went wide to the left? Are you freaking kidding me? I can't have any damaged internal mods. I don't think tracks are included in that. Are you... It bounced off of an Ares. Did I seriously just blow open the door? That obvious. I was thinking of going behind the Stritzwagen's wreck, but with artillery still in play, that is a firm no-go. We are not getting our mission here. Oh, hey, there's someone on the enemy team that I have on my blacklist. So, he's a toxic little shit. BZT is basically dead. Fucking really?
Track repaired. Drive on.
I didn't even get on the board this time. Ate a couple of shots for allies, but enemy artillery is hiding in A1. And it's another complete washout. Like, things were not bad there for a minute. Like, there was a good stalemate when we had to fall back toward our base, but like, washouts should not be happening like 8 times in 2 hours. You shouldn't have matches that end 15-3 more often than like 15-12. And somehow we managed to make a little bit of money on that one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it there. Plan for the week. Tuesday morning, we'll do Skull and Bones. There should be an update, so that might take a little bit. Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning, I might try another stream. What did I say? We're gonna do, I don't think we were gonna do Minecraft. I think I said we were gonna do like some Witcher 3. Witcher 3 or Subnautica, I think. No, I think that... No, Thursday was going to be Helldivers. So yeah, if I do stream like Wednesday morning, we might do some Witcher 3 or something. So... yeah, let's go with that. Skull and Bones, and if that fails... actually, no, wasn't it Skull and Bones and then into Helldivers, or was it... This is the problem with short-term memory. Skull and Bones into Helldivers Tuesday morning. Wednesday morning, if I try to sneak in a stream... probably some Subnautica, I think. Because we do still need to get that done. And then... Thursday, probably Witcher 3. Let's go with that. Alright. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I'll catch you Tuesday. Ciao.